the WWE brand split is coming back. Also, SmackDown is moving to Tuesday nights and will be live. And today I'm going to give you my opinion of why I think that the brand split will suck. Before I get to the top 5 lists, let me just throw out a few positive things about it. Now, some people say that SmackDown will be good now because it's going to be live. Maybe. There'll be less burnout on storylines and wrestlers. That is a possibility as well. New talent will be focused on. Yes, that's a good point. It could happen. And also, the yearly draft shows are fun and exciting. I'll agree with you there. Here now are the top 5 reasons why the new WWE brand split will suck. Number 5, too many injuries to make it worthwhile. We've seen in the past year how many injuries there have been in the WWE. Tons of injuries. Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt, all the, tons and tons of injuries. Cena, Rollins, big name guys going down with injuries. So, in my opinion, I think that this is going to be a big problem going forward because now you have 2 separate rosters, one for SmackDown, one for Raw, and you're going to have a lot of injuries just the way it is. Number 4, breaking up tag teams, factions, and couples during the draft. So every time they have a draft, they would always break up tag teams, break up factions, break up real-life couple. For example, remember Melina and John Morrison? Back in the day, they broke them up because they were a couple. That would be, for whatever reason, I guess they had heat with WWE. I don't know. And of course, tag teams. The Dudley Boys. That is a notorious one. Devon Dudley went to SmackDown. He became Reverend Devon. Bubba Dudley became a single star on Raw. So this just goes to show you that this could be very bad. Number 3. Raw is still 3 hours, and now we'll have even less talent. Raw, right now, is a struggle to get through. It's 3 hours. I mean, come on, let's be serious here. Is there anyone out there who loves the fact that Raw is 3 hours? They're going to have even less talent because half of their talent is going to go to SmackDown. So they're going to replenish it with NXT guys. Right now, it's not looking good for Raw. SmackDown is going to be doing much better, obviously. The ratings are going to go up, and they're going to have a much better show. Number 2, way too many titles. This was always a big issue during the brand split originally. Do you remember when Night of Champions was a show where every single title would be defended? And the reason why they did this is because they'd have 8 or 9 titles. When there was a Raw and SmackDown brand split several years ago, they would have 8 or 9 matches. I mean, it was insane. It was crazy. There's already been rumors that they're going to have 2 world titles. Maybe this will happen. Maybe it won't. 2 world titles? That is ridiculous. And they should not have 2 world champions. They should have 1. And hopefully that's what they'll end up doing. Number 1. It was already done before. And it failed. And it was scrapped. Back in 2011, the WWE got rid of the brand split after doing it for 9 years. It was a failure. It had times when it was successful. Initially, out of the gate, it wasn't too bad, first 3 or 4 years. But by the time ECW was brought back and put on the Sci-Fi Channel, that was when really things started to fall. You had 3 shows with 3 different rosters. It started to really hurt around 2009, 2010 when they started having guys on both shows. Like Alberto Del Rio, I think, was one of the first guys who was a SmackDown guy who would appear on Raw all the time because WWE thought, well, we need to have him on Raw because him just being on SmackDown, people aren't going to care about him because he's just on SmackDown. I think that SmackDown will be stronger than Raw. And I think a lot of people will just say, you know what? I only got a limited amount of time to watch these shows. I'm just going to watch SmackDown. I'm not going to watch Raw. The brand split has already been done. It failed. So to me, it says it's going to fail again. Big thing is going to happen is during football season, Monday Night Raw is going to get killed in the ratings. But guess what? SmackDown is going to do well. So SmackDown may be getting 3.5 million viewers, and Raw may be getting 2 million viewers because not only is it going against football, but it's also has to compete with the fact that SmackDown's on the next night and it's only 2 hours, and it has a completely different roster that people may like better than the roster on Raw. So that's just my opinion, everybody. Maybe in the end it will be fantastic, but I have my own reservations. What's your opinion? What do you think about the new brand split? Leave a comment below and tell me what you think.